Celebration of Failure by Amber Beeman, Melissa Bravo, Sanne and Minhee. First question. What role do we think that failure and challenge have in science? According to dictionary.com, failure is an act or instance proving unsuccessful. Specifically in a scientific context, failure occurs when one tries to perform an experiment and the experiment does not go as originally planned, as explained in the methods section, or if the results deviate from the known fact. Challenges are defined as difficult obstacles that scientists might face during the experiment that test him or her to overcome it with his or her ability. Although it may sound a bit cliche like the statement hindsight is 2020, both failures and challenges are important in learning from our mistakes. We can use our past experiences to make modifications that would decrease areas of error. We now know that potential failures we might encounter so that we can prepare ourselves by making sure we do not repeat the same mistakes again with these simple modifications. These failures help not only us, but other people who may replicate our experiments in the future.
So, how did we approach unanticipated obstacles in the lab, you may ask? That's a good question. One unanticipated obstacle we faced in this class was that for our experimental plates with OP50 and Bacillus thuringiensis, only 4 of the 12 plates we plated had both OP50 and BT. Even though my group and I are 99% sure that we plated all 12 plates with both OP50 and BT, only 4 plates had both types of bacteria successfully grown. In response to this obstacle, we decided to only use the 4 plates that had both bacteria, so we only used 4 trials instead of the 12 trials we anticipated to have. At first, we were upset about this, but then we came to the conclusion that there was nothing else to do other than use only 2 trials instead of 6 trials for each type of worm. If this happened at the beginning of the year, I would have been really upset, but as the semester has gone by, I have learned to accept any challenges that may come our way and move on instead of dwelling on what happened and being upset.
Now that we know the importance of failures in science, let's identify 2 important attitudes in overcoming them. I think having a positive attitude is most productive when encountering obstacles. If you make a mistake or your experiment does not turn out quite right, by having a positive mindset, you won't get mad or make an even bigger mistake. Having the attitude of resilience can also improve your work in the lab when an error is made. Being resilient can prove beneficial because even if your experiment does not go as planned, you will in no time come up with new ideas that can evade the error. So by having both a positive and resilient attitude, it will create the best environment in the lab. You will be able to accept the challenge and adapt your environment to the obstacle.
Thank you for watching and stay tuned.